I apologize for the way that I smirked at you. You know, sometimes I let out a little smirk in my videos to show that I'm friendly. And when I'm feeling sexy in a thirst trap, sometimes I let out a little smirk. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to throw an extra segment in this video. Some pretty big news broke out on Twitter the other day, I think the day before yesterday if I'm correct. Apparently gingers are black people. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have heard this yet or not, but this broke out on Twitter 2 days ago, and it's got the ginger community going nuts. They're thankful as hell. Some of them are taking it as a joke. The funny thing is some people are taking it literal. The video clip that started it all was this one right here.
I just need to remind y'all again, everyone who is ginger, who has red hair, those are black people. All gingers are black people. If they have red hair, they are black. You see a white man with red hair, that's a black man. You see a white woman with red hair, that's a black woman. Gingers are black. All gingers.
That's it. That's all it took was that one little short clip. This girl's clip has gone completely viral. There's redheads all over the place on TikTok that are thankful to be joining the black community. Of course, there's some gingers that are, really taking this in good heart and they're having a good laugh with it. But more importantly, where did this theory come from? Why did she bring this up in the first place? And why on earth is any gingers believing her? She did post a follow-up clip with this explanation.
Why gingers are black? A lot of y'all Irish people were right beside black people on the plantation. Okay? FYI. But all of y'all are descendants of a Haitian deity named Brigitte Samedi. That's why all gingers are black.
That's her explanation. Sold. It totally makes sense, right? I mean, let's be honest. Who couldn't see the similarities all these years? You have black people with a darker skin tone, and then you have the whitest people on the planet with red hair and bright blue eyes and freckles. It only makes sense that gingers would truly be black people. But in all honesty, it's just my opinion, right? So let's actually see what some of the ginger community has to say.
Don't come at me, but I have questions. I have seen a few videos today come up on my FYP that says gingers are black. Yeah, gingers are black. One, why is this being said? Two, does this make me biracial?
So I hear that all gingers are black now? I just feel so cool. So loved. Thank you. Thank you for accepting me.
I'm glad finally everyone's recognizing that gingers have been black this entire time. I do identify myself as a black woman, and I'm super excited to carry on the work of the black community. And I do want to say, gingers, like, y'all know, do not say that unless you're one of us. I love y'all.
So as a ginger, I just want to say I do cordially accept the invite to the cookout. Ha ha! I knew it, baby! Can't wait to call all my old friends from high school. I always felt it in my soul. I mean, it was just like, it was there. I knew it. I'm just not sure what this all means now. I don't know what's required of me or expected of me. I'm not sure where to go from this point. So anybody want to reach out and give me some guidance, maybe help me out a little bit?
All right, fellow gingers, we need to talk. Listen, we are not black. All right, stop going all the way in, fully identifying as a black person. That is weird and gross, okay? But listen, can we just accept and appreciate the unity that's happening right now between ginger folks and black folks? Because this is a rare occurrence where two cultures of people just straight up, full-blown accept each other, as they are. So let's take this as a learning experience and do our best to accept one another, no matter the skin type, no matter the hair color. But, man, I will say, y'all are funny for this shit. Y'all are funny. Dude, there are so many gingers on my For You page straight up flexing. They're like, yeah, I can say it now. No, you can't. Please don't. But you know, it's a fun little thing we're having, and I like it. I think it's pretty funny. Y'all are invited to my house for corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. Open door, open invitation.
Now, to the ginger community out there, listen to this man. You know, obviously a fun thing that's happening between the black culture and the ginger culture. And this, as he stated, this is how it should be. All cultures should just be getting along despite what they look like, despite what their hair color is. That's the reality of it. There's humans, mankind. This is a fun thing that's blown up though. It is obviously a little bit silly how you do have some gingers that are like really going right into it just because that one girl said that. I mean, what's her credibility? The black community they're even like, huh? What the hell are they talking about? But you literally do there's a whole bunch of clips out there and people stating just what he's stating on their For You page, where they can see like some people are really diving and buying right into it. It's pretty ridiculous, but it is a funny thing. Okay, so now that you guys have been filled in on that breaking news, I'm quite certain this trend is going to disappear pretty quickly. We could just put that behind us, get back to our regular scheduled programming, and let's check out some liberals.
Hey, just wanted to jump on and wish everybody a happy and safe Cinco de Mayo, especially if you're celebrating. Not MAGA though, fuck y'all. As well as remind you that it is MMIW Awareness Day, that is Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Awareness Day. For real though, fuck MAGA and your Tangerine Palpatine. Love y'all, stay safe.
Did you guys hear of the country of Mattel? Oh my gosh, I bet it's full of toys. I'm sure it's an island of misfit toys and an island of misfit boys. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein's island. I mean, Trump and Epstein were best friends. Oh shit!
A quick PSA, I'm not checking your Make America Blank Again hat to see if there's like a funny, different word instead of great. Like, I don't understand people trying to sell us merch that's like Make America Gay Again. Like, it's still a red hat, and it still has 3 out of the 4 words. I do not want to be associated with that movement in any way. So, putting a hat with like a funny little haha, like, it's still giving you're MAGA. And that's why Nicole Scherzinger got in trouble. Like, hello? I'm tired of being advertised stuff like that. Like, no, I'm not going to buy it. I'm terrified of these people.
Christians will literally ask why non-religious people celebrate Easter. Well, they're slutting it up all over town.
This criminal administration has now arrested a mayor, an elected official. The mayor of Newark, New Jersey is currently being detained in ICE custody because this is what fascism looks like. And of course, he is a black mayor.
I'm gonna be a fucking bitch for a minute. Gen Z, where the fuck are you? Why are you not protesting? Why are you not getting out? I am so fucking disappointed right now with my town. My teeny tiny little red dot town in Pennsylvania just had a protest that I went to, and I didn't make it the whole way because I nearly passed out. It was a whole thing. There were like 25 people, and they were all like retiree age, and then there were like 5 of us that were under the age of 40. I was probably the youngest person there, other than my kid, my toddler. And in 2020, my town had a Black Lives Matter protest that stretched for blocks, which was a huge deal. My town is a triple K hub. We've done a lot of work to push that out of here. But that's where I live. And it was all like Gen Z. It was a ton of Gen Z kids, and like, where are they now? I got in a fight with a white supremacist, and I know I shouldn't, but I did. And I got in his face and I yelled at him, and it sent me into an anxiety thing, an adrenaline dump. So my pot set my heart rate up to 178, And then I could barely walk back to the car. I'm just sick of people acting like this shit doesn't matter. Like, I'm putting myself in medical risk to be out here, and I don't know. I don't get how people don't fucking care about what's happening. I just don't get it.
Okay, so I'm not sure what protest this really was, because it seems like the Liberals have protests left, right, and center, or at least they try and organize as many protests as they can. She does claim that she lives in a small red town in Pennsylvania, and she's deeply disappointed by the outcome of individuals that showed up, and she's really disappointed in Gen Z. What I personally wish that most of these Liberals would catch on to at this point, I mean, we're months into Trump's presidency, right? They have their protests. They set up their protests as much as they can, left, right, and center. Yet these crowd sizes that are showing up are not as big as they would hope that they're going to be. But they won't actually accept the fact that maybe that they're the minority and that the rest of society doesn't really seem to care about the issues that they care about as much as they do. She's extremely disappointed in the attendance of Gen Z. It was mostly boomers that were at these protests. Very similar to how the elections went out here in Canada. Majority of the votes that voted for Liberal out here were boomers. A majority of the younger people voted Conservative. There's a shift happening. The younger people are waking up and they're realizing that Democrats and Liberals, it's not really the way to go for the future. Except for the younger ones that are Liberals that are younger, they assume that everybody else that's around their age all has the same mindset as them. And that simply just is not true. At this point now, the younger crowd is waking up. They're actually starting to think about years down the road. They can see right now that buying a home is almost impossible. In Canada, it is impossible. Out in the United States, it's getting near impossible. So younger people, they don't literally have that American dream anymore that Donald Trump is talking about. They're starting to think about their future. They're starting to really open up their eyes and realize that the conservative road is the better road for their future. The liberal road cares about everybody else but their own citizens. What the liberal population needs to understand and accept, and it's been made very clear since the date of election, is that you guys are the minority. No matter how much you guys think that you are the majority, you guys are actually the minority in public. She also wants to bring up how she's in a KKK town, how she almost got into an argument with a white supremacist. It's really bringing out her anxiety. She starts making references to the BLM protest for George Floyd back in 2020. That is questionable as to why there were so many people at these protests, but we'll leave that alone because that's really got nothing to do with this situation. But at the end of the day, I can truly not understand how it's not evident to the liberal population that they are the minority. These protests aren't really doing anything, and their numbers are dwindling down as the calendar goes by.
In Trump's first 100 days in office, we have witnessed planes falling out of the sky left and right. We have seen American citizens lose their jobs. We have seen American citizens be wrongfully deported. We have seen the cost of living continue to go up for American citizens. We have seen programs that benefit American citizens be cut and slashed. We have seen the president go on TV and defend a photoshopped image. We have witnessed our country become the laughingstock of the world. We have seen cabinet members send out very confidential text messages just over whatever thread they want to. The list goes on and on and on, but what we are not seeing is greatness. I have yet to see what about this is making us great. Do you?
How many of you hated to see my face back? How many? Let me know in the comments. Did you miss me? Do you not want me to go?
Morning everybody, it's Ginger GM here, and you're going to see a lot of hateful comments on my videos from Trumpers that came over when Facebook and everything merged. Don't engage with them. This is why I do it. If the vile-filled people are trying to bully me, they probably won't have the energy to bully other people. So just ignore them, let them say their hateful stuff, and just know that every single one of them is probably a Proud Boy.
Hey, so maybe Donald Trump can grow back the economy as fast as he grew back part of his ear.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. If a medal for having 6 children or $5,000 for having 1 baby motivates you to have a child, I don't think you're mature enough or financially stable enough to actually have a child. Okay, Republicans?
I hate his ugly, evil, shitbag, fucking fat ass, ugly ass, evil shitbag ass. I hate him so fucking much. And my life would be so much better if that evil ass man had never fucking existed. We all have to wake up every single day while these people sit in Washington, D.C. and just like ruin our lives for sport. For fun. It's like every day they're playing a game to see who can make the most overtly evil choice. Like they're making, it's sickening. It sickens me and I'm fucking pissed. And we're not even 4 months into this whole fucking thing. And it's bad. It's fucking bad. And don't we all feel like we got fucking scammed out of the life we were promised as kids? Like, I don't know, like what happened to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, bitch? Life, okay, well, this country literally wants me dead all the time because I can't fucking afford to go to the doctor. Liberty? That's a good one. The pursuit of happiness? The pursuit of happiness? How am I supposed to live my life in the pursuit of happiness when I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford like fucking shampoo, toothpaste? Like I just saw Courier Newsroom reported this morning that top Trump officials are all stocking up on cash and toilet paper and household goods and food. And the rest of you and me, we get to fucking fend for ourselves. Donald Trump, you can... Fuck you, Donald Trump. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, Donald Trump. I fucking hate your ass.
Okay, so obviously she does not like Donald Trump. She's made that pretty clear. What I would like to know, what she's not explaining, is how are people sitting in DC and ruining her life? What's so sickening? What's so bad? And who's feeling like they got scammed? I mean, if you're a liberal, you shouldn't be feeling like you got scammed at all because you voted for Kamala Harris, obviously. You would be insinuating that Republicans and conservative voters feel like they got scammed, and still yet to date, I'm not finding anybody that does. She wants to talk about how life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is no longer a thing, and she brings up with the pursuit of happiness is how would I even know if I can afford a bottle of shampoo? To you liberals out there, I really need to make this very clear to you guys. I'm pretty sure that a lot of liberals from the United States are going to start to make their way over to Canada now that they realize, like, hey, they got a liberal government that's going to run that place for the next 4 years, and we're stuck with Donald Trump. I'm going to go to Canada to live free. Yeah, come on, come this way. And tell me if you can have your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness over on this side of the border. I mean, we won't get in your way at all. But just tell me, how much does that bottle of shampoo cost over here? How much does gas cost over here? How much does rent cost over here? We've been run by liberals for over 10 years, and we're going to have them for another 4. Everybody in Canada is broke. Unless you're a filthy rich person. Besides that, there's 2 classes down here. It used to be like, upper class, middle class, lower class, and poor. Sorry, it used to be 4. Now you really just have upper class and poorer class. Everybody that's not upper class is struggling. Rent is ridiculous. Gas is ridiculous. The only thing that we actually have you guys beat on out there in the States is eggs. We can get like 30 eggs out here for like $10. So all of you liberals out there really want to blame everything on Donald Trump. That, oh, your economy's gone to hell now that Donald Trump is running the show. Was it really much better under Joe Biden? Were you really able to afford much more under Joe Biden? So if you want to see what it's like to have a liberal economy, come on, come bring yourself into Canada and enjoy.
Let's be so fucking for real right now. The only reason why they want trans people out of the military is that the trans people are outperforming the cis people. Especially trans men. Have you seen them? And they want to make sure that if they're going to SA a female service member, it's a cis woman.
Felon 47 and that criminal enterprise he calls an administration are busy trying to make being black or brown or LGBTQI or even poor a crime. And the MAGA morons and Trumpansies are not only letting him do it, they're cheering him on. It says a lot about him, and even more about them.
If Donald Trump can say we have to get over school shootings, you have to get over a woman having an abortion. Thank you.
Can we just talk about how weird it must be to believe that half of your own thoughts are coming from God? Right? Like, imagine actually thinking that your own brain is just God talking to you personally right then and there. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
The little maggots being upset that we have a progressive pope is probably the clearest indication that they have lost the plot. This is about power, not about your God anymore. So fuck right off, because we see right through you. Oh no, the new pope says love everybody.
If when you watch that man speak and you don't realize that every single word out of his mouth is a fucking lie, then we cannot be friends.
In the 10 years or so that Trump's been in our face so much, he has managed to make the entire nation angry. Everybody's just so angry. The people in the grocery store, they're pissed. People driving down the road, they're mad. And social media, phew, the anger is palpable. I mean, you can't say anything without somebody jumping you about it. And it's exhausting. And on and on and on. It doesn't matter what you feel, what your beliefs are. It just doesn't matter. The world is full of mean memes and people ready to attack you for who you are, what you think, what you believe, what your opinion is, everything. They're ready to attack. And it started with a man calling people names and calling people stupid and making fun of handicapped people and thinking it's okay. And before long, people were cheering him on doing it, and they joined in it. And they're everywhere now. A bunch of pissed people. That's not healthy, man. That's not healthy, being so mad about everything all the time. It's exhausting. Social media and life in general is just completely exhausting.
Okay, you know what? She's actually correct here. And I mean, it all makes sense though, right? Because she's saying within the 10 years or so that Donald Trump has been around, everybody is just angry now. So let's jump back 10 years. What happened? Life seemed pretty normal, right? At least that's how it appeared. Donald Trump came on in. They really did not want him in. They did everything they could to make sure he didn't win. And to everybody's surprise, he whooped Hillary Clinton. I mean, Hillary Clinton did get the popular vote, but Donald Trump ended up winning the presidency. What had Donald Trump done since then? Over the years, liberals that were more or less hiding in the closet with their true TDS, that's what we call it now, TDS, but really it just comes down to a little bit more of a mental disorder. They get triggered extremely easily. They're very self-entitled. They have really ridiculously fake empathy. Donald Trump didn't just open up that closet door. He opened it up and took the door off the hinges and exposed them to the world. So now the liberals are out of that closet and their anger's on full display. But that's not what she's talking about. She's talking, without saying it, she's talking about Republicans and conservatives are angry. Yes, now 10 years later, that is true. No matter how much is exposed of what the Democrats have done and how they've literally just been using people. Look, with Doge, a lot of the liberals don't want to believe it, but Doge actually uncovered quite a bit of stuff to actually show how corrupt the government was. Now, does that mean when Republicans are in power that they're completely honest? Absolutely not. But the Democrats just have like no shame. Now, like the veil's just completely off. They've went completely woke. They've turned woke into normal. Let's go back 10 years and look at things now that are considered woke. Would we call it normal back then? Absolutely not. The conservatives and the Republicans, anybody that's on the right now, yes, they are starting to get angry and frustrated because what will it actually finally take to wake up these people on the left? It's literally Stockholm Syndrome. These people have literally been practically abused by their government, yet they can't see it and they just want more. Now, as I said, she is correct, but where I cannot agree with her is she's literally just talking about this coming from the right. She's not really talking about anything coming from the left at all. You people on the left are not innocent whatsoever. You guys trigger easily. You're mean. Very, very mean. But as soon as we are mean back to you, oh, we're terrible and we're racist. You guys claim that we have no empathy on our side and you guys are full of empathy and that you guys are highly educated. Starting with the empathy. Yes, you guys are empathetic in show. I call it artificial. I believe that you guys are empathetic until you actually have to lift a finger. If you guys really don't want any of these immigrants to go anywhere out of your country, a lot of you have big homes. Why don't you open up a room to them? Republicans do actually have empathy, but we also have common sense and we have street smarts and we actually know how to survive. And what's going on out here in the West with the whole open border situation, which has been taken care of in the United States, thank God for you guys, but out here in Canada, it has not been solved. That is not survival. That if you look at it, because, we can actually see patterns as well. People on the left, highly educated people, claim that, they have pattern recognition. We actually have that as well. And we can actually see what this pattern is turning into, and it's the complete demise of our country. Moving on to education, I brought this up before. We are educated on the right. Most of us actually choose to take trades. Liberals actually choose to go with full-fledged education and spend an arm and a leg, well, at least run up an arm and a leg in debt that they feel that they don't have to pay back nowadays, and choose a degree that they don't even actually end up following through with after their schooling's done. So they've bundled up a whole bunch of debt, and they're just like a teacher or a physician or something along those lines. Now, when they took a degree in pineapples and cucumbers and gender ideologies. So yes, did Donald Trump come into society 10 years ago, well, the political society, and stir up the pot? Yes, he did. I believe that is actually irreversible now, and I will not blame Donald Trump for that. He actually just made people realize that the division is actually much greater than we thought it was. And this has nothing to do with race or culture. This actually has to do with ideology. And truth is, it seems like people on the left and the right do not mix. They're water and oil. They're not really meant to mingle together. And in a perfect world, guys, it would almost make the most sense if everybody, because we have Canada and the US, it would almost make sense if all the liberals that were in the United States moved out here to Canada. We have the landmass for it. And all the conservatives that live in Canada move to the States. Everybody would be happy. You guys can have your liberal-run government out here. We can have our conservative-run government out there. Come visit each other every now and then, maybe meet at the border and shake a hand. I'm sure we'd all get along better that way. But mingling together in everyday society, trying to live under the same laws when none of us can agree what they should be, it really just doesn't work. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Of course, I do have one more clip for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel and you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Besides that, if you can like the video, share the video, pass it around, do something with it. It'll be greatly appreciated. Besides that, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
MAGA, you really are the most pathetic cult of contradictions, where you're all about freedom but can't handle someone being free to exist without fitting into your little box of what's normal. You guys wave your dumb little flags around and scream about liberty while trying to legislate every uterus, every classroom, every bathroom, and every border like it's your own personal police state. You guys claim to be pro-life always while frothing at the mouth to control a woman's body, but then turn right around and cheer when another unarmed black kid gets shot dead by a cop. Where is your precious life then? Oh, that's right. It only matters before birth. After that, they can starve, get shot, or get deported. Just don't ask you to pay a dime in taxes to help them out, right? You pound the Bible to justify your hatred of LGBTQ people as if Jesus ever said a damn thing about who someone loves. But the moment a kid gets shot in school, suddenly your God is silent. Suddenly it's thoughts and prayers, right? Not policies and change. You're all for saving the kids, unless one of those kids are trans, gay, or just trying to exist without your hateful ass breathing down their neck. And let's talk about immigrants. You want them out? Sure. Except for the ones building your houses, cooking your food, or cleaning up after your lazy, entitled, bootlicking asses. You scream about law and order, but where's your law and order when McDonald Trump's out here robbing the country blind or making a cryptocurrency where he pockets millions? When he's pardoning criminals, looting the government, and letting his cronies run wild? Oh, that's right also. You don't care because as long as he hates the same people you do, he gets a free pass. You say you love America, but the moment someone wants to learn actual history, the kind that shows how this country was built on the backs of enslaved people and immigrants, you lose your damn mind. You want schools to teach whitewashed fairy tales while banning books that make you feel uncomfortable. You call yourself patriots, but you can't even handle the truth. MAGA, you're not patriots, you're not Christians, you're not even pro-life. You're just a bunch of fragile, angry hypocrites who can't stand the fact that the world is moving on without you.